Tonight we honor Tyrone Dickson, who played 5 seasons for Humber basketball. Having your jersey retired is the highest recognition a Humber student athlete can receive. Only the best to play at Humber. And less than 1% will hang from the rafters. Tyrone embodied what it means to don the navy and gold. He was a leader, a great teammate, and a winner. A 2-time CCAA championship all-star, Tyrone retired 3rd all-time in scoring for the Hawks with 847 points, while grabbing a program record 728 rebounds. He's also the all-time leader in block shots and one of 2 Humber players to earn the Defensive Player of the Year award twice. Aside from his incredible stats, Tyrone's legacy will forever be linked to the putback in the 2015 OCAA quarterfinal against Lambton. Trailing by 2 in the final seconds of the 4th quarter, Tyrone caught a missed shot in the air, making a sprawling layup and forcing overtime with 0.1 seconds left on the clock. The Hawks would go on to win the game, eventually returning to the CCAA mountaintop, capturing the program's first national championship since 2001. Tyrone, thank you for everything you did for Humber basketball. Your legacy will now live on forever in the rafters among the greatest Humber athletes of all time.
In Ty we trust. In Ty we trust. To become an all-time great, to become a Hall of Famer, not only do you have to do the things that are needed, not only do you put up the record numbers like the ones you've just heard, but you do the things that are needed when they're needed most. As spectators, we often are drawn to the spectacular plays, the big buckets or putbacks. I know there's one putback against Lambton that I'll never forget. But as coaches, the things that catch our eye are the little things that have great impact. The tide needed to be turned in a close game. Tyrone was there to draw a charge, and not just 1, usually 2, and sometimes 3. If we needed a series of multiple stops to finish off an opponent, Ty was there doing the early work, doing the dirty work to secure us a rebound and get us going the other way. Tyrone not only had an impact on the floor, but off it as well. And this is why, as coaches, we always said, in Ty we trust. If there was ever a player who needed scolding, Ty was there. He would say to us coaches, I got this. If a player needed encouragement or support, Ty was there with a dap, a smile, and some words of support. If a teammate needed instruction or direction, Ty was there barking orders, signaling where players should be, and keeping guys in order. All these things garnered Ty some respect in the room with his teammates. What they really respected, though, was that he had their back, because in Ty we trust. His teammates knew they could gamble and push the limits, not only on defense, but on offense as well. It didn't matter which gym they walked into or which team they played. They knew at their side was not only the immovable object, but the irresistible force that was Tyrone Dickson. He gave them confidence, and he gave them the belief that anything was possible. One of the images I have embedded in my mind of Ty is this one, and you saw it on the screen there. In our national championship game in 2015 against VIU, in the dying seconds of the game, Ty came up with one of those timely blocks shots that would help seal our victory, because in Ty we trust. I was watching the highlights sometime after, and after showing the block and a teammate pounding on his chest and thanks for being the irresistible force, the camera zoomed in on Ty, and I'll never forget what I saw. I saw a young man who was drained of all energy, a young man who was giving everything he had and then some. And yes, it was the national championship game, to be expected, but this is with a Ty that we coaches saw every day. We had the privilege of coaching a young man who gave everything he had and then some. And that's what the all-time greats and the Hall of Famers do. They give everything they have every single day. I've described to you the Tyrone Dickson that is the fierce competitor, the immovable object that was a pillar of a number of great Humber basketball teams. But what really endeared him to his teammates, to the coaches, and to the staff here at Humber was this. At the heart of it all, Ty is just a big teddy bear. His gentle nature and his joyous smile can put anyone at ease. If your mom were here tonight, Ty, she would be standing beside you with a proud glow. She would be proud that you've graduated, proud of the things you've accomplished, but most proud of the human being that you've become. No matter what needed to be done, Ty, you did it. And you did it like no one else ever has. And that's why you're an all-time great and a Hall of Famer, and in Ty we trust.
All right, get nice and tight.